I'm just chilling, as you do, chilling with Carrie Hope Fletcher. The laughs that we have. Oh my god, hey! Welcome back to my Stagey YouTube channel. If you are meeting me for the first time, hello! My name is Mickey Joe and I am obsessed with all things theatre. This is my Stagey YouTube channel and you are watching Oh My God Hey, my weekly vlog series that follows me as I go to various theatres around the country to go and review shows and see stuff and generally have a nice stagey time. This week you'll be following myself and my lovely stagey boyfriend Aeron James to various different theatres. Let's see, we have my trip to Canterbury to go and see the pantomime Sleeping Beauty, which starred Carrie Hope Fletcher. We have a trip back to Come From Away. We were welcomed back to the Rock for the 1000th performance in the West End, which also included an exclusive announcement at the curtain call. Yes, I did manage to film it. We'll be checking in with Aeron as he visits some of the theatres that he works with around the country to help them run their Christmas press nights, and there might be a few more stagey surprises as well. So please enjoy this week's episode of Oh My God Hey, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss next week's episode. Episode 14 will be coming out next Sunday, and I know I say this always, but the week I'm about to have, I think there are 7 shows booked into 6 days, starting from tomorrow. So next week's is definitely going to be action-packed. But before we get to any of that, enjoy this week's episode of Oh My God Hey. Oh my god, hey!
Hello!
We are walking up the hill to Alexandra Palace this evening. Aeron is not enjoying the hill walk. It's cool though, there's a really good view at the top.
It's steep.
It's fine.
I'm normally all for a walk. I much prefer walking, but this gives you backache.
I can't really give you a sense of the height of this hill, but we'll show you the view from the top and then you'll be able to see the heights that we have scaled. Yeah, oh, it's better at the top. It's better at the top. We are going to the Alexandra Palace Theatre this evening, which is on top of a massive hill in North London, from which you can see the entire London skyline. And we're here to see a concert version of The Light in the Piazza by Alex Parker and Quick Fantastic, which is very exciting. Very happy to have been invited to come and see this evening. And we stopped off in King's Cross for a bougie meal at Granary Square is where we had dinner, which was very lovely. Part of the Ivy family.
The Ivy Collection.
Part of the Ivy Collection. So if you've ever had dinner at the Ivy, iconic fancy restaurants, very similar menu. I had, in fact we both had, the turkey and goose shepherd's pie, which was delicious, lovely, wonderful, one of the best meals I've had in recent memory.
I have to recommend the zucchini fritti. And the
zucchini fritti, little zucchini fries. You get so many of them as well. We always share those every single time because they are so good. I am now slightly winded because climbing this hill not so bad, but talking the entire time slightly more challenging. But thankfully we have arrived, so very shortly I will show you the Alexandra Palace Theatre and also the view from the top of this slightly debilitating hill. Okay, so slightly easier to pick out landmarks during the day. Slightly low light conditions right now, but what you're seeing is the London skyline out over on the horizon out here. I came here for fireworks once, which was amazing on New Year's Eve because you can see fireworks across the entire horizon. But that is London, and where we are this evening is above it all, up here at the Alexandra Palace Theatre that you can just about glimpse through the trees, and we're going to go and head into the building. Okay, we are in front of the very grand, very tall entrance. Here is Aeron for scale, and there's the sign, Alexandra Palace, East Court. We're going to go inside and see what it looks like because it's currently very dark and it's very hard to show you anything. So this is what it looks like inside the building, and it's a whole mixture of vibes. It's giving me old train station roof with funky ski jacket flooring. I don't know whether that makes sense to anyone else other than me, but in my brain it makes sense. It is this mixture of train station and like museum building or like 80s academic building. And I'm sure there's a history to this building that I don't know about because I'm not an architect nor a particularly good historian. But here we have some info about some of the other shows that are coming. So Bugsy Malone is coming here next year. There is the poster. I knew about that one. So if you come and see Bugsy Malone and its return to London, this production that's been touring, very well loved production, that's coming to Alexandra Palace next year. Some shows that have been here in the past as well as concerts. They've had mischief shows here in the past, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Okay, so this is fun. They have an ice rink through here as well, and they appear to be currently rehearsing for Rapunzel on ice. Look at this. Lots of creativity. I mean, that's very exciting. I've not seen anything on ice in years. I'd love to see something on ice. More shows should be on ice. I kind of wish this was the Light in the Piazza on ice now. Okay, so we have arrived into the auditorium. You can see the setup for it over there on the stage. You can see that back wall. And look at this, look at these details either side of the proscenium. And just look at the auditorium. It has this slightly sort of wrecked treasure vibe. You can see all of this exposed brick. I think it's perfect for a site-specific revival of Follies, if any producers are watching this video. We've got this glorious ceiling up above me, up here. But it is just such utter vibes. It is incredibly atmospheric and just inherently, richly very theatrical, I think. So, just a very exciting space, and I cannot wait to hear this glorious score reverberating all around this auditorium. Well, that was glorious. Where are you going?
You were moving away, so I was trying to chase after you.
I'm walking. I'm doing a progression. We're walking and talking.
I thought we were standing.
That was glorious, and rather lovely way to spend a Sunday evening. We're now leaving Alexandra Palace, and where previously on the ice rink they were rehearsing for Rapunzel on ice, they are now playing ice hockey. That's how quickly the night turns.
Yes.
Once again, the arts shut down in favour of sports. But we're on our way back from Alexandra Palace after a lovely concert presentation, and we're going to try and find a train in the darkness down the hill. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are in London again this evening, of course, and we have so much to tell you. First of all, we got to this location this evening by getting the Elizabeth line, going to Tottenham Court Road and taking the Dean Street exit, which for various theatres, including the Soho Theatre, which we're walking past right now, and a lot of other Soho locations, like the Prince Edward Theatre, like even the Palace Theatre, potentially.
And most of the ones on Shaftesbury Avenue.
Most of the theatres on Shaftesbury Avenue. This could be a very good new little hack. If you don't like the really busy, crowded underground platforms, the Elizabeth line is so spacious, generally very quiet and really fast. So, for a lot of people, new travel hack. Take the Elizabeth line to Tottenham Court Road, but get off at Dean Street. Because it was just a quieter exit and closer to a lot of places. Also, we have an update for you. You want to do this one?
So you probably saw about our moment with when we tried to go to Peter Pilgrim's and we couldn't, we had to go somewhere else.
I think this was either 2 or 3 weeks ago. We ended up seeing 6. I nearly fell. Carry on.
And I'd mentioned online about that it was just a bit disheartening because I loved the place, but I'd had 2 experiences where I couldn't eat there. And the lovely team at Peter Pilgrim's reached out and invited us to make sure that we had an amazing experience. So we just went and they were lovely. Yeah, shout out to Pizza Pilgrims, valuing their gluten-free and gluten-intolerant customers. But we did, we had a great dinner at the Soho Pizza Pilgrims, probably my favourite interior of all of them. I know it's not even the theatre-themed one, there is one of them that has a load of show posters, but I just love that it's got this cool basement thing. It doesn't look film Hollywood.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that much from the outside, and then you go down to the basement and it's so cool.
It's like a secret bunker.
Yeah, I had a double pepperoni and hot honey pizza that was delicious. What did you have?
I had the 8 cheeses pizza on a gluten-free base.
8 cheeses?
Yes.
That's so many different cheeses.
It really is.
Oh my gosh. And we both had wine in these amazing little glass bottles that you poured into the wine glasses. It was so much wine. We had so much wine. It was a large glass of wine, FYI from the menu. They also have an exciting Christmas specials menu.
Yes.
I don't think we ended up having any of them, but they
No.
looked quite cute. So if anyone's going for Christmas pizza vibes, they are now on offer
Yes.
at Pizza Pilgrims. Oh my god, hey, so this is where we are this evening. Aeron, why are we here?
We have been invited to the 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000. We have been invited to the 1,000th performance of
Come From Away. Come From Away.
at the Phoenix Theatre.
At the Phoenix Theatre. Who was invited? Aeron was invited. I am a lowly +1 this evening because this evening Aeron was invited. Bus wants to get involved in the vlog. And I'm also here for the ride to kiss the fish. So, not you. But we're very excited to be here. You've seen Come From Away a bunch of times. You love Come From Away.
Yeah, I wasn't there that long ago, but my favourite story with Come From Away was on the day of the first preview, I took a real chance and I was on my way into London and popped by the box office and I got the final seat on the front row for the very first performance in this theatre.
That is. And I was last here, you may have seen on my channel, for the first show back after lockdown, standing in this street chatting to people about what Come From Away means to them as a show and why they were here. So that's the last time I saw it. I haven't seen it since. And we already have tickets for the closing, and I thought that was going to be the only other time I was going to see it. So I'm really excited
No, you've seen it again.
to be seeing it again this evening. So that's cool. And also, you got a t-shirt when you were last here that I really
did.
like, and you did not get me one. And
I didn't know your size for it.
so I will be buying one this evening, and that's almost as exciting to me as the show itself. Also, I've never sat stalls for Come From Away. I've sat stalls in this theatre
Yeah.
for Guys and Dolls and Drag Panto, but never for Come From Away. I've only ever seen it from Circles, so very excited.
So my first few times here was in the stores, and then I went upstairs. And one of those times, the Come From Aways was sat near me.
Wow.
So I got to see some of the people from the show watching the show, which was
Wow.
insane.
Also, we already have a bunch of standbys on. We know that we have a bunch of standbys because we've been following West End Covers. If you're not following West End Covers on
Need to be
Twitter,
following.
then you don't know what's going on, but we do because we are following them. So we're going to go in and find the cast board and find the merch booth and then go and see the show. I'm very excited. Okay, first of all, Christmas decorations in West End Theatre's update. This is a lovely little Christmas tree in the foyer of the Phoenix Theatre, and I'm killing time waiting for this screen to turn back into the cast board. We have a lovely pre-show message here. Now they're advertising beverages. I'm going to film the Christmas tree again while we wait for the cast board to return. I hope no one's queuing behind me. Now it's ice cream. Okay, bear with me. There it is. That is our cast for this evening's performance. Decent number of standbys. How exciting. There you go. There's all the standbys. Wow. We have 5. Love that. That's very exciting to me. And we've got a little merch update. We have magnets, we have cups, we have mugs, we have a CD, and then this one here, that is the top that I want to buy. We have a hoodie, we have pins, we have, oh, socks! Do I want Come From Away socks? Maybe I want Come From Away socks. Maybe I do. I feel like I do. I already have the tote bag. Maybe I need the socks.
I'm Joe, I'm one of the producers of Come From Away here in London. Thank you for all coming tonight. It's a special night for those who don't know. It is our 1,000th performance. And just before we eulogize about that and all the journey we've been on, I just want to say a massive thank you tonight. I'm going to step to the side of the stage. Tonight, and a lot of you will know, a lot of you are fans of the show, but some of you may have seen it for the first time. But we don't just have a company of 12 actors on stage, we have a company of 20 actors who perform this show in various different guises, depending on holidays, sickness, sudden lack of availability or what have you. And they have to step into a multitude of roles at any different time. And I just want the 5 people who are on tonight who are incredible. It's bittersweet because a lot of you know we will be closing the show in January. After a brilliant run in the West End that's dealt with pandemic, which we're not going to talk too much about. But these guys have been absolutely brilliant. The band have been absolutely brilliant. And there's a number of people we've told this story to, and how many is it? Something like...
about 800,000?
Yes, about 800,000 people across the whole... yeah, well done, John. Look, and it's a story about friendship, it's a story about love, and it's a story about community. And I think when we come together in the theatre, you are, in a sense, part of a community for that night. And we love you for that, we love the response you've given us, and these guys want to thank you from the bottom of their heart, because every night you're up on your feet, you cheer, you shout, and you share the sense of community with them.
We know our audience is the best. Are you dressed as Bobby? I'm going to ask you to do something. Beverly? Okay, wow, look at you look fantastic. Oh my God, this is amazing. Janice? Buddy, because I saw you first, can you come up with me on stage first? You didn't know I was going to do this, right?
No.
What's your name?
Lydia.
She's what? She's been screeched in. How many times have you seen the show?
This is number 16.
Wow, 16. Okay, listen guys, if you look around the theatre tonight, there's 1,000 of you here, but there's also people from all over the UK. Some of the finest regional theatres in the UK. So Lydia, you're going to take this and do an announcement for me, right?
Come From Away is going to go on a UK tour in February 2024.
Seen the show 16 times. She's a big member of our community, as Joe said, so she's a perfect person to announce it. We're going in tour February 2024. We're coming all the way around the country. Listen, the audience is everything for us, and we cannot wait to take it round the UK and the Republic of Ireland. Lydia, thank you! Beverly Vance, come here. Okay, now you're going to...
Oh my god, hey, guess where I am this evening? Spoiler alert, you won't, but you might if I turn around. I'm in Canterbury. I'm in Canterbury this evening on my way to the Marlowe Theatre, here to see Sleeping Beauty, second panto of the year, if you're keeping count. And notable because West End leading lady Carrie Hope Fletcher is making her pantomime debut as the villain. Not giving you princess, not giving you good fairy, but giving you villain, Caraboss, renamed Carryboss. Here we are, I've reached the Canterbury High Street. The station is not very far at all from the theatre. You can see big old archway behind me, the cobbled streets of Canterbury. But yeah, I'm going to try and track down some food. It's about 6:15 now. The show is at 7. I want to be there a little bit early because I've never done a press visit to this theatre before. I have been here before to see some touring productions, but this is my first time coming in a press capacity, so I want to give myself some time just to get myself sorted. Oh, it's very dark if I walk onto the darker side of the street. Okay, I was planning a Nando's, which is here, but I've spent a lot of the 2-hour train journey that I took to get here this evening editing my video about the Theatre Cafe Diner, and in it I talk a lot about hot dogs. And there's also a Five Guys behind me, and I'm like, do I want a hot dog? Because I've been thinking about hot dogs. Lots of options. I'm just walking around in circles at this point. I might get a hot dog. I'll get back to you. Okie dokie, I got a hot dog from Five Guys to satisfy your curiosity. It's just after past, and it's time to head over to the theatre to go and get my ticket for this evening's performance. The theatre is just here, just off of the main high street in Canterbury. It's very purple, looking very purple for the pantomime this evening. I've only ever done evening shows here, but it's usually light. That's because it's December and it gets dark depressingly early. It was this dark at like 4:30, and speaking of which, I'm plunged instantly into darkness. I'm going to go inside and show you some of the Christmas panto vibes happening at the Marlowe Theatre in Canterbury. Love that. So the Marlowe Theatre here, all lit up in purple for the pantomime this evening. They've got this lovely Christmas tree outside, nice and festive, looking a little bit fuller than the one in Trafalgar Square, but not as tall to its credit. And we can see some of the cast here on a nice transparent Sleeping Beauty poster on the side of the building. Children are running behind me. I feel like I'm ever so slightly in danger. Okay, I've come inside, but as you can probably hear, it's busy. It is busy in the Marlowe Theatre Canterbury this evening. So I'm going to grab a drink. I've got my ticket. I'm in Q1 this evening, which I appreciate because I was very far forwards in the panto at the weekend, and I'm an adult-sized human. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm tall, but I'm like 5'11", and I feel bad sitting in front of children, so I'm happy to be in queue of the stalls. That feels like an appropriate place for me to be. Some critics, because we get seats allocated for us, so we never get to pick, some critics would complain about being on the end and further back in the stalls and not having necessarily as preferable a seat, but not me, because I'm a bigger person. Literally, a lot of them are very short. We're beginning in 2 minutes. I'm letting everyone else go in because I'm on the end of a row, but also the sweetest thing keeps happening. The foyer is predictably full of families, and I'm standing here filming with a vlogging camera, so a lot of children have been coming up to me. Shout out to Jude and his sister who wanted to shout out in the vlog, and a lot of kids have been coming up to me and asking questions about YouTube, so that's been very sweet, and definitely not something that happens on a normal press night, so that's very nice. I'm probably going to go sit down now. I feel like I'm late. Okay, so this is a cute thing that the Marlowe does. So if you remember when social distancing in theatres was a thing, they made these to go on the empty seats in between people to denote designated social distancing spaces. So you may recognise Natalie May Paris of 6, and they've repurposed them in the foyer outside, which is super cute. Look at these. I kind of want one. Okay, I'm in the interval of Sleeping Beauty at the Marlowe Theatre in Canterbury, and having a great time, having an absolute blast. If you were wondering why Aeron is not with me this evening, it's because he is opening a panto of his own. One of the theatres that he works for as a PR, the New Wolsey Theatre in Ipswich, they have Goldilocks and the Three Bears opening as their panto this evening, which I'm told is super fun, which I'm sad to be missing, but alas, I am booked in to be here. But hopefully we might be able to find out what he is up to this evening.
Hello, it's me. I've taken over the vlog again. So, as you've probably seen, Mickey's in Canterbury, whilst I am in Ipswich, and I am here at the New Wolsey Theatre to help run their press night. So this is one of the theatres that I look after, and yeah, we're here to launch Goldilocks and the Three Bears, the rock and roll panto for the Christmas season, for the festive season. So we're all set up. It is looking beautiful. You can see all the cool decorations inside. There's Christmas trees, and I just love this theatre in general because they have this whole beautiful square with NWQ on the other side. But yeah, so we're all set up and ready for the audience to arrive. So that's part of my big thing, is I when I'm running a press night, I'll arrive earlier in the afternoon, come and see all the team that I work with, because I don't get to see them in person as often, and then we set up for the press night, and yeah, how long to go? Hi Alice!
Hello.
It was really good. Such a crazy press night. It was all the press turned
This
up.
is the train to Paddington.
Yay! All the press turned up. It went really well. Really fun. It's very cheeky. Like, adults will enjoy it so much because there's so many adult jokes in it. And some big surprises, like New Wolsey pulled out of the park, like the special effects and practical effects wise. Like, I can't believe how much I can do in such a small theatre. Very recommend. And now I've got the train, I'm on the Elizabeth line, and then get another train. So I'm going to get back like an hour later than Mickey. But yeah. No, sometimes I stop. So fun fact, on press nights sometimes I stop in the location I go to because I work across the country, so it can be really difficult at times to be able to just like go and do work and then come back. So sometimes I stop in Ipswich, but today I decided to see what it's like to go post-show all the way back down the country, because I also want to prove that you can watch shows and travel back, even if you don't drive, like I don't. So yeah. And there's like hardly anybody on this train. Hello. So today I am in Lancaster. I've travelled 5 hours up to here to help out with the start of the press night for another show that I'm working on, which is Robin Hood. And then after the show starts, I'm heading back to the Midlands to see my parents for the weekend.
Oh my god, hey. Okay, so this is how good of a friend I am. I was not planning on doing much with my day-to-day because I went on a staff work drinks last night, and made friends with several tequila shots. So wasn't going to move today, wasn't going to do much, I shan't lie to you, it was going to be a lazy day. And then Sean Tossell, theatre fan, official, friend of mine, decided he wanted to have a 2-show day in London with no particular shows in mind, let me just tell you, just a 2-show day. He just wanted the vibes. He was like, come, join me for a 2-show day. So I am here, being a good friend. I'm not sure that it was a good idea, I'll be honest with you, but here we are. We have made it to London and I'm waiting for Sean to have a 2-show day. And we have booked some last-minute tickets for 2 shows today. And I'm hoping that at some point between now and then, I begin to resemble and feel slightly more like a human being. Oh my god, hey, so update on the day, not feeling great, so decided to cancel the 2-show day plans and instead go to the doctor. The doctor at the Duke of York's Theatre!
Oh, I like that bit.
I tickle myself. I'm here with Sean.
Hi.
This is Sean, everyone. You've met Sean before.
You know me.
And there we go. Behind my head is the Duke of York's Theatre. We're here to see the Doctor, and we got tickets. How did we get tickets this morning?
We got that on London Theatre.
On Tickets.
Yes.
On Tickets still online. On TKTS. We got some nice
Got a great discount.
some nice stall seats, and we're very excited. And I know a teensy bit about this play, not too much. Do you know anything about this play?
Nothing.
There's a doctor in it,
Yes.
and Juliet Stevenson. So that's exciting. But yes, we're having a 2-show day, and our other show is. Am I not pointing the right way?
No.
It's behind us over there, because we're going to the English National Opera. We're going to the Coliseum to see It's a Wonderful Life, which is opera. And like, on the list of, it's not like a loud like rocky show for me having a hangover today, but on the list of things I didn't expect to be coming into London to see with a hangover, I feel like opera's right up there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so you're dragging me to the opera and I'm dragging you to a play.
Well, you know, getting out some of our comfort zones a little.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No tradition musicals for us today,
Yeah.
but it's fine. We'll see what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, hey, just oh my god.
Yeah, no, simply oh my god. Juliet Stevenson was incredible in
Astonishing.
The Doctor. We have no idea how she's going to do it again this evening, but oh my god, that play. That was challenging.
I'm emotionally destroyed.
That was challenging. That was another one, and it's been talked a lot. It's been talked about a lot recently. The shows that have a long list of content advisories, and that was another one that had a long list for a reason.
For a reason.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But like also very current, I thought.
Yeah.
And very modern. You know, there's some place that I'm like, why are we doing this? Who is this for? But speaks to a lot of modern issues. Really, in like a lot that have unfolded even since this most recent London run started again.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like it's probably more relevant now, which is not a good thing.
No,
but
no, for all the wrong reasons. For all the wrong reasons. Sorry, I thought that man was proposing to his girlfriend in the middle of the street. And he
doing
was,
his
he was
laces.
literally just lunging. I was like, this is not, we're not on St Martin's Lane, in the road. Not in the road. Anyway, we're going to go and get some food before the opera this evening. The play was here, and the opera is why can I never find it behind me? It's down there. It's down there.
there you go. It's not really lit up today.
It's a very short walk. Hey Sean, hey Sean, hey Sean. Ian, oh my god, hey.
Oh my god. Oh god, you're terrible.
We are here at the home of the English National Opera for now. The London, I shouldn't say that too loudly, it's a recent trauma for them all. I should have brought cookies. We're here at the Coliseum Theatre. There's a big ball on the top. I think you can see it from here. Oh, you can!
It is moving. It's
You
moving.
can.
Oh, yeah, don't go.
There. Is that the ball?
Yes.
Yes. We are here to see,
It's a Wonderful Life.
this is like light opera, right?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
We know suspiciously little about this thing
I've seen good reviews.
that we have both
you know.
tickets for. I'm astonished that you pitched this.
I wanted to see something different,
Yeah.
and I'd heard great things, so I was
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Yeah. We can see the play that we saw earlier today. It's just over there, mere feet from where we are standing, and now we're here
I
for...
think we need something a bit more uplifting, you know. From a play about suicide to a musical about suicide.
Yeah.
So
So we're gonna go inside.
they're just
and-
they're just singing it this time.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be a wonderful time.
Yes.
There you go.
It's in English. That's good.
Here it is. Yes, it's in English. We're happy it's in English. We speak that one. I'm waiting for this to turn into a cast board. Every time I start filming a cast board, it's constantly change. Female conductor. We love to see it. Look how pretty it is inside the Coliseum Theatre. Look at this lovely piano. I don't think it works anymore because it's got a sort of floral infection, but so pretty in here. Oh my gosh. Stunning, lavish, grand, very fancy. Okay, we're here in the Coliseum Theatre, and look, they have this little screen above the stage. Hey Amy, I hope you enjoy your first opera, your very first opera. Helen Johnson's the best thing I say. This is so sweet. Are we at the opera? Are we at an American basketball game? Who's to say? And also, look at the Coliseum Theatre. This is grandeur. Look at all of the boxes. Look at all the boxes. We're here in the stalls. I'm wearing a cap. I can't wear a hat at the opera. But yes, this is my first time being in the stalls.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I already feel much closer to the stage because the circle doesn't start until quite far back. You can see the start of the circle is behind my head. You can kind of see where it is up there. So only ever been in the circle for like My Fair Lady and Sweeney Todd. I was way up and back.
I think the first preview I was like third right now.
Yeah, every time I come here I get remarkably close to the stage. So next time, perhaps I'll be playing the flute.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. my god, hey, we are leaving the Coliseum Theatre after a lovely evening at the opera.
It's really lovely.
Being very cultured. It was very nice. It was very nice. Gloriously sounding. Amazing. Lovely orchestra. Beautiful singing. Wonderful set design.
It just sounded beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. And it felt very contemporary in many ways. It had some little clever twists dramatically in the way that they told the story that wasn't very sort of conventional opera from the limited understanding I have of opera, but a nice change. We yay you for suggesting it. Yeah, and it was inevitably uplifting after our slightly depressing day on St Martin's Lane.
It was very, very lively for me.
Yes, we've had a nice Christmassy day. Where are we going now? Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Oh My God Hey. Now you will have just seen and heard the rapturous applause for the company of It's a Wonderful Life at the English National Opera, and it was really remarkable and very lovely. Before the show, one of the members of the company actually came out on stage to speak to the audience about the traineeship scheme through which he had been supported by the English National Opera as an artist, and the same scheme supports many artists emerging in opera. And this is just one of the ways that the English National Opera contributes hugely to the theatre industry. Now, you may have heard recently that the Arts Council controversially decided to cut the entirety of their funding to the English National Opera, putting the company in jeopardy. So usually in my videos, I would invite you to use the super thanks button down below to donate to me. In lieu of doing that this week, I would like to ask you to consider signing the petition to help save the English National Opera. You are able to donate to them as well. You are able to buy their new range of merchandise to help support this campaign. #LoveENO. You can read more about it on their website, but the work they do is so important with young people, with offering free tickets to anyone under 21, with the number of young people that they are getting into the opera. I think something like 1 in 7 of their attendees is under the age of 35. 50% of their audience in the last year came from outside of London. They do relaxed performances. They do so much important community work, and it's devastating that such an important institution that has existed for so long in the London theatre scene is facing closure because of some short-sighted decision-making. So please consider signing the very important petition down below to help save the English National Opera. Please consider donating to the English National Opera or to any of the theatres local to where you are that are facing the same fate. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my Stagey YouTube channel. I have another Oh My God Hey coming out next week. I'm so excited to start filming it and for you to see the week that I'm about to have. But until then, I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!